The Mediterranean Sea was like a giant lake in the middle of the ancient world. It wasn't just a body of water, it was a highway that connected different lands and peoples. The Mediterranean Sea was a place of trade, war, and cultural exchange. It was the stage where some of history's most powerful empires rose, clashed, and left their mark on the world. The Mediterranean region had the perfect conditions for civilizations to flourish. The climate was mild and the land was fertile. This allowed people to farm and create settlements. These settlements grew into cities, and some of these cities became the centers of powerful empires. The sea itself was a source of food and a way to travel. People could sail across the Mediterranean to trade goods, share ideas, and wage war. This constant interaction made the Mediterranean a melting pot of cultures. It led to the spread of knowledge, technology, and art. The empires that arose around the Mediterranean Sea left behind a rich legacy. This legacy can still be seen today in the art, architecture, languages, and laws of many countries. Long before the Romans, the Mediterranean was dominated by the Minoans and Mycenaeans. The Minoans thrived on Crete, building magnificent palaces like Knossos. They were known for advanced shipbuilding and extensive trade networks. The Mycenaeans, a warrior culture, were based in mainland Greece. Famous for legends like the Trojan War, they adopted Minoan culture. Both civilizations laid the foundation for later Greek city-states. As the Minoan and Mycenaean civilizations declined, a new power emerged on the eastern shores of the Mediterranean, the Phoenicians. These skilled seafarers established city-states along the coast of modern-day Lebanon, Syria, and Israel.
We Phoenicians were renowned for our shipbuilding and navigation skills. Our ships dominated the Mediterranean trade routes. We traded goods like purple dye, cedar wood, and glass.
The Phoenicians were known for their purple dye made from shellfish, which was highly prized throughout the ancient world. They also traded in cedar wood, glass, and other luxury goods. However, their most enduring legacy is the creation of the alphabet. The Phoenician alphabet, with its simple and adaptable system of 22 consonants, revolutionized communication. It spread through trade and cultural exchange, forming the basis for the Greek, Roman, and eventually, most Western alphabets used today. In the heart of modern-day Turkey, nestled among rolling hills and fertile valleys, lay the kingdom of Lydia. The Lydians were known for their wealth and innovation, particularly under the reign of King Croesus, whose name became synonymous with opulence.
Unlike earlier civilizations that relied on barter systems, we Lydians introduced the concept of coinage. We were the first to mint coins with standardized weights and purity, using electrum, a naturally occurring alloy of gold and silver. This innovation revolutionized trade, making transactions more efficient and facilitating long-distance commerce.
The Lydian system of coinage spread rapidly throughout the Mediterranean, influencing the development of monetary systems in Greece and beyond. The Lydians' wealth and influence declined with their conquest by the Persian Empire. However, their legacy of economic innovation continued to shape the economic landscape of the ancient world. A merchant empire, Carthage. On the North African coast, a powerful empire arose from a Phoenician colony, Carthage. Located in modern-day Tunisia, Carthage established itself as a dominant force in the Western Mediterranean. Unlike other empires of the time, Carthage was primarily a merchant empire. Their power stemmed from their control over trade routes and their formidable navy. Carthaginian traders sailed far and wide, establishing commercial networks that spanned the Mediterranean and beyond, even reaching as far as the British Isles. Carthage's wealth was largely based on trade in luxury goods such as purple dye, textiles, glassware, and agricultural products. They also controlled access to valuable resources such as silver from Spain, which further fueled their economic prosperity. Carthage's success was built on a strong navy, a strategic location, and a network of trading partners. They established colonies and trading posts throughout the Western Mediterranean, securing their dominance in the region. Clash of Titans, the Punic Wars. Carthage's dominance in the Western Mediterranean brought conflict with Rome. 3 devastating wars ensued.
The First Punic War was fought primarily at sea over Sicily. Rome adapted quickly and defeated Carthage.
The Second Punic War saw Hannibal's invasion of Italy. Rome ultimately prevailed.
The Third Punic War ended with Carthage's destruction.
Rome's victory paved the way for its dominance. Beyond the spotlight, Attruscans and Alyans. While major powers like the Greeks, Romans, and Carthaginians often dominate the narrative of ancient Mediterranean history, other, lesser-known civilizations played significant roles in shaping the region's cultural and political landscape. Two such groups were the Etruscans and the Illyrians. The Etruscans flourished in central Italy before the rise of Rome. They were skilled metalworkers, artisans, and builders, known for their elaborate tombs and vibrant frescoes. Etruscan culture had a profound influence on early Rome, particularly in areas like religion, architecture, and political organization. The Illyrians inhabited the western Balkan Peninsula, a region known for its rugged terrain and strategic location along the Adriatic Sea. They were known for their seafaring skills and piracy, often clashing with the Greeks and Romans. The Illyrians played a vital role in shaping the cultural and political dynamics of the Adriatic region. While the Etruscans were eventually absorbed into the Roman Republic and the Illyrians faced Roman conquest, their contributions to Mediterranean civilization should not be overlooked. Alexander's legacy, the Hellenistic world. The conquests of Alexander the Great in the 4th century BCE marked a turning point in Mediterranean history. Alexander's empire stretched from Greece in the west to the Indus River in the east, spreading Greek language, culture, and ideas across a vast territory. Following Alexander's death, his empire fragmented into several Hellenistic kingdoms, ruled by his generals and their descendants. These kingdoms, including the Ptolemaic kingdom in Egypt, the Seleucid Empire in the Near East, and the Antigonid dynasty in Macedonia, ushered in an era of cultural exchange and fusion.
The Hellenistic period saw the flourishing of Greek art, philosophy, and science. Cities like Alexandria in Egypt became centers of learning and innovation, home to renowned scholars and institutions like the Library of Alexandria. The Hellenistic kingdoms eventually succumbed to Roman expansion, but their legacy lived on. The fusion of Greek and Eastern cultures, known as Hellenism, had a profound impact on the Roman world and continued to influence art, architecture, literature, and philosophy throughout the Mediterranean region.
Enduring influences, the Roman synthesis. As Rome rose to dominance in the Mediterranean, it didn't simply replace the cultures that came before it. Instead, the Romans adopted and adapted elements from the civilizations they conquered, creating a unique cultural synthesis. This Roman synthesis drew heavily on Greek culture, particularly in art, literature, and philosophy. The Romans embraced Greek architectural styles, incorporating columns, arches, and domes into their buildings. They translated Greek literary works and drew inspiration from Greek mythology. Roman philosophers grappled with the ideas of Plato, Aristotle, and other Greek thinkers. However, the Romans also incorporated influences from other cultures they encountered, such as the Etruscans, Egyptians, and Persians. This blending of cultural traditions created a distinctive Roman identity, shaping the art, architecture, literature, and law of the Roman world. The Roman Empire's legacy extended far beyond its political borders. Conclusion: Echoes of empires. The ancient Mediterranean world was a tapestry woven from the threads of numerous empires and civilizations. Each of these cultures rose, flourished, and eventually declined, leaving behind a legacy that shaped the course of history. From the seafaring prowess of the Minoans and Mycenaeans to the innovative spirit of the Lydians, from the commercial dominance of Carthage to the cultural brilliance of the Hellenistic kingdoms, the Mediterranean served as a crucible of civilization. The Roman Empire, in its rise to dominance, absorbed and adapted elements from these preceding cultures, creating a unique synthesis that left an indelible mark on Western civilization. Although these empires have long since faded, their echoes resonate through art, architecture, language, law, and countless other aspects of our world today. By studying the ancient Mediterranean empires, we gain a deeper understanding not only of the past but also of the enduring forces that have shaped our present and continue to influence our future.